Assalamu alaikum, Khaleel Mama here. Welcome to the third of our tutorials showing you how to do simple images, logos in this case, during our coronavirus pandemic. Hope you guys are good out there, staying safe as well, inshallah. Right, as you can see on the screen here, I have a very familiar logo. Of course, it's a Superman logo, so we're going to be drawing that today. So what I'm going to do first and foremost, I'm going to select it and I'm going to go over here and bring the opacity down so it's a bit more faded out, so when we put our black lines on top we can see those lines. Right, so some of these tools I've been using so far, you probably may be familiar with them by now. The Bezier tool, we're going to use that for today, so we're going to click on that, and we're going to, because this has got a combination of straight and curved lines, let's start with the outer shape. Okay, and they're just straight lines, so we're just going to click on each corner like this, bada bing, bada bing, and there you go. So there, that is the easy part done. Right, let's get inside now of the actual logo itself, or some people call it the Superman shield. In recent years they've said that it stands for the Kryptonian symbol of hope. Right, so let's go for the hope symbol. So we're going to start on this shape here. Now we've got, as I said before, a combination of curves as well as straight lines. So I'm going to just knock in the curve, the peak points of each curve. I'm going to click on it and each corner. Boom! Now it doesn't look anything like what you're supposed to do, but don't worry. We're going to click on these nodules here again. Boom, boom, boom. And the minute you do that, they become curved edges. Okay, so if you click on it, you have these little handles. Let me zoom in a little bit there. These little handles, I'm going to try and pull it until it matches that shape. That's pretty much it. Right, let's go over here now. I'm going to pull this one down and fill it that shape. Okay. Now, for our purposes, it doesn't have to be 1,000,000% accurate, but you might find that you've been given a job to design a logo. When I was years and years ago, when we were freelancing, we were given a job to design, it was like a taxi service, and they had a specific logo, and we had to trace it exactly. So we didn't have any artistic license where we could kind of do things that we wanted. We had to stick to their corporate logo. But in this case, it's not so strict. So let's try the bottom half of the S. I'm going to click on all the corners again. There, that is kind of the corner there. Now I'm going to click here because it curves a little bit. So I'm going to click here, 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 and here. Okay. Again, if you're new to seeing what we're doing here, this might seem a bit confusing to you, but that serves you right. You should be listening to, watching all of our videos, shouldn't you? It's going to grab that line and push it up to match that curve of the bottom of the S. I'm going to click on this nodule here, which is going to make it go round. I'm going to click on that nodule there to make that go round and curve as well. I'm going to bring that line down here. I'm going to zoom in tight, and we're going to bring this line down here like this, and bring this line down here like that. Now let me click off of it. You can see it's curved quite nicely there as well. I'm quite pleased with that one as well. Right, let's continue doing these curves here. I'm going to do one here, an exact triangle for this particular one here, because it is pretty much in essence a triangle. All I'm going to do now is grab the center and bring it down. I could have made a nodule in the center, then bring it down, but why bother? Sometimes you can get away with doing certain shapes without having to put in the nodules, right? Let's do another one. This again is going to be 4 sides, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to go straight to that one. I'm not going to put a nodule in between because I'm just going to grab it here and slide it to fit that shape. We've got one more shape to go over here where the S touches the top of the shield or the hope sign or whatever you want to call it. And again, it's basically a triangle. I'm going to click on there. I'm going to grab this edge here and just squeeze it out so it fits, and it's got the same curvature as what we wanted before. Right, so we've done the S, but we want to do some color today. So I'm going to grab this, the S, and I'm going to bring it back to 100% opacity so we can start sampling the colors, even though we know what Superman colors are. Right, so we're going to grab the inside bit here. Obviously, it's going to be yellow. And we're going to grab that bit as well here. That's going to be yellow. You can grab them all at the same time, but I'm going to do them one at a time because I'm lazy, right? So I'm going to click on that and go in. So this is the point where you can experiment. If you ever want to experiment with the Superman logo, like it's been a lifelong ambition for anybody, but if you ever wanted to, then this is your opportunity to try different colors. Now you can see this one has got these massively thick lines, and ours have got very thin lines. We can get rid of those lines. Before we do that, or even before we think about doing that, let's make our lines thick like that. So I'm going to go over to here to the stroke side of our menu. Remember, stroke means the outer rim, okay? The fill is obviously the fill, right? Over here it's got stroke style and stroke width. So I'm just going to click it and see what happens. It's on pixels at the moment, so it's 290 pixels. Let's try 5 pixels. It's still quite thin. Let's try 10 pixels. Not bad. Let's click on these ones and make that 10 pixels as well. Oh, it's looking nice, isn't it? Make that 10 pixels and all. Oh, like it, I like it, I like it. Alrighty then, here we go, another 10 pixels for that one. And this one. Now, as I said, I could have selected them all at the same time and just did them all at the same time. But I'm doing one at a time here because I'll be lazy. Right? There you go. Simple as that. Pretty much exactly what they've got there. Now, I just want to do something very simple at the moment. Now that we've got all the lines on there, I'm going to get rid of all of those lines. Just going to click on stroke and click the X button here, and all the lines, all the strokes have disappeared. Now, what I want to do, I want to put a vignette, which is like a shaded, from one shade color to another shaded color. But I want all the yellow bits. Now, let's say the red bits is going to be one shade of color. And by the way, if I grab it, you see the yellow part is totally separate from the red part, right? So the red part is one part. Down here, you have the vignette tool. Create and edit gradients, okay? And I'm going to click on the top left hand corner and go down to the bottom right hand corner. So you can see it's gone from yellow to nothing. So if you click on that one there, let's go to a darker shade of red. So we've got a light red here and it goes down to a darker red here. Now, bear that in mind, I'm going to click on all the yellow bits like that. And I'm going to do exactly the same for that. I'm going to click top left hand corner. And you see it's going down to nothing. So I'm going to click on orange and click off of it. And there you go. You've got, so we've done a bit of a stylized version of the Superman S there as well. Very simple, easy to do, guys. Make sure you look out for more of our tutorials here. So far we're doing one every day. So that's a pretty good track record. So guys, anything you want me to draw or try me out on or challenge me on, by all means, let me hear from you guys. Take care and be safe out there, guys. See you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.